Hello everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and my entertainment rundown for today is a review of the movie The Lodge. Now, The Lodge is a thriller. It's a movie that, in overall effect, reminded me of the film The Turning that I reviewed for you a few weeks ago about the woman who went to be the teacher nanny for a boy and a girl who were in this big mansion, kind of isolated. Well, in this film, there is two children played by, let me make sure I get their names right, Jaden Martell and Leah McHugh. And their father their mother is getting a divorce. The father's played by Richard Armitage. The mother's played by Alicia Silverstone. Richard Armitage, I'm seeing him everywhere these days. I just watched the Netflix series The Stranger, based on the book by Harlan Coben, and Richard Armitage has the lead in that series. So I'd just seen him for like 8-hour episodes, and then watched this movie, and there he is as the father in this. But the character Richard Armitage plays has a girlfriend played by Riley Keough, and he says, hey, why don't I, the girlfriend, and the two children, why don't we all go to this lodge that's out in the wilds, away from town, and it's in the middle of winter. I mean, it is snow everywhere, ice everywhere. You know, they're staying in this lodge-like place, and then he has to go back to town for a couple of days and leaves the girlfriend and the two kids there, and that's when things suddenly begin to get a little bit weird and eerie. But the girlfriend is played by Riley Keough. Now, for those of you who are much younger, I know you've heard of Elvis Presley. And Elvis Presley was married to Priscilla Presley. You know, that was the big love story back in the day, Elvis and Priscilla. And they had a daughter named Lisa Marie Presley. And when Lisa Marie grew up, she married a guy named Danny Keough. And they had a daughter named Riley. So, excuse me, Riley Keough, the actress in The Lodge, is Elvis Presley's granddaughter. Got that? And when you look, you can kind of see the Presley resemblance there. And she's very good in this part. And the movie is good. The movie is, again, they're out in the elements, in this big house. It reminded me of The Shining. Remember in The Shining, the Stephen King book, where everything was snow outside and you were isolated or whatever. That's what happens in this book, and then there are dangerous things that began to happen. And this movie will really chill you, and it will stay with you. When I finished watching it, I kept going back over in my mind, well, what did this mean? And oh my gosh, that meant this, and this meant that, and whatever. So I think you'll have a really good time with it. The film is rated R for profanity, brief nudity, and violence. I scored it 7 out of 10. I had a great time with this movie, and I don't even like scary movies. But at least this one, in my mind, as I went back over it, made sense. It wasn't like The Turning that just ended and nothing made any sense. This one ends, and you're going back and you think, oh, that's why this happened, that's why that happened, etc. So 7 out of 10 for me for The Lodge. Look it up. And also see Riley Keough, who's going to have a pretty big career, I think. But for now, reach down there, hit that subscriber button. We want you to be a part of all these movie reviews that are coming out that I'll be making during the upcoming weeks, months, and going forth. But for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of The Lodge.